Hello YouTube and welcome to the comic book channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing my pickups from local comic book shops for the week of Wednesday, September 12th, 2018. So starting us off, I picked up Archie 1941 number 1. This is a 1 of 5 miniseries from Archie Comics that focuses on Archie and the gang in 1941. I don't know exactly what it's going to be about, but it sounds cool, and I always try to pick up Archie stuff, so there that is. Next up, from Marvel comic books, I have Amazing Spider-Man number 5. It's been a cool series so far. Been a really interesting take with Nick Spencer and Ryan Ottley. This is also supposed to have something significant in it. I'm not exactly sure what, but something. This is on my pull list, so I pick it up every time it comes out anyway. Another book that is on my pull list that I love is Weapon H, and this is number 7. Weapon H is a really cool book. I know it's a Hulk Wolverine mashup and not everybody's into that, but I really like it a lot. The execution's really done really well, and it's really a fun throwback 90s series. So it's a lot of fun. If you like just fun stuff and aren't too critical, this is definitely a great book to read and pick up. As is Old Man Logan. This is always a great read. Lots of interesting concepts and stuff going on here. I'm not fully up to date on everything. I do have to run back and fill myself in on a few issues, but it's a really cool series nonetheless with the Old Man Logan concept. I picked up my True Believers Luke Cage Hero for Hire number 1 reprint, dollar reprint. So those were out this week. There was a lot of Daredevil ones out this week as well, with Daredevil number 1 and then Born Again, and there was a few other ones I can't remember now off the top of my head, but I already have some of those coming in, so I just picked up the Hero for Hire one, which is really cool to be able to grab these books for $1, so I always do. Continuing with Marvel, I pick up Miss Marvel number 34. I love this series. I think it's done really well. I really like it a lot. I know not everyone shares my opinion on that, but I think it's a really cool book. I'm really stoked on this book as well. This is Scooby Apocalypse. This is number 29. It's out by DC Comics. They do a great job with this series. It's really a nice spin on the Scooby stuff with horror elements and all that involved. I really like this series a lot. This is new for me. This was just kind of suggested by my comic shop. It's not, I haven't been reading the books that tie into this or the Hellboy universe type stuff, but this is Joe Golem, Occult Detective. I believe this is a 1 of 5. So I'll check it out, see what it's all about, see if it's anything cool that I want to keep reading or not. And then we have from Marvel, Dennis Hopeless writing, and maybe some other people. This is Journey into Mystery, The Birth of Krakoa. It's got a cool cover. I'm not too sure exactly what this is about. I know I briefly touched on it on my picks for the books coming out this week. But we'll see what it's about. It's got a cool cover, so picked up the regular A cover with the skull illusion in the woods there. I really like that a lot. It's done nicely. This is a book from Dark Horse that I'm not too sure how it's going to translate over to comic book form. Should be interesting. I remember definitely watching this series a lot when I was a kid, and that's Mystery Science Theater 3000. This is the comic book from Dark Horse. Don't think it says who's writing on it. No, but it does show you that it's streaming now on Netflix, so that's interesting. This is the B cover, I believe. There's another cover for this one, obviously. Pretty cool. Hopefully it'll be nice and interesting concept. Next up from Aftershock, from Ted Anderson and Jen Hickman, we have Moth and Whisper number 1. I know absolutely nothing, so I'll be going into it completely blind. and we'll see what it's about. There's a few of those this week. So one book that I really like the cover for is Venom First Host, number 3 here. This should be a nice read. It's got a really nice cover. I really like that a lot. I'm still a little behind on the Venom First Host stuff. Not so much on the regular series coming out. But this one I'm a little behind on. I think I read the first issue and that was it. That's only the 3rd, so I'm not too far behind. But a new book from Boom Studios this week is Low Road West. Don't know anything about this one either. It'll be a surprise. Most of these will. This one was really just for the cover. It's a nice Tyler Kirkham cover. And that's Immortal Men number 6. Like I said, really just for the cover art. I haven't been following the series at all. So, some nice artwork there. From Marvel, we have The Return of the Fantastic Four. This is issue number 2 of the Fantastic Four. It's a variant connecting cover. I didn't love the first issue, but I'll follow it through the first arc and see how it goes. I'm not a huge Fantastic Four fan either way. They're a little hard for me to get into, but we'll give it a shot and see how well it is. I really like this book a lot. This is really cool every month. This is Champions 24. Got Miles Morales on the cover there. We'll see what happens in this book. Should be interesting. You never think it will happen to you, but something will. A book that I was completely blindsided by, that I knew absolutely nothing about, that I just saw on the table and saw that it was a number 1, so I figured I should pick it up, is Disposable Legends. I haven't read anything yet to tell me what it's about or anything, so it will be another surprise this week. I don't even know who this publisher is. T-Pub. Never heard of them. Something I have heard of is this book. This should be really, really cool. This starts the Infinity Warps, I think. This is Infinity Wars number 3. Got some of our mashup characters in here. This is the variant cover. I'm stoked to read this one. This should be really cool. This one's got I really like the cover art, but it's also disturbing, not just because of what's on it, just the way it's done kind of freaks me out. But this is X-23 number 4. Really weird cover there. And then we have this book here, which is I can't remember Roman numerals at all. I think it's 1979. 5. Must be 5. Was the V 5? I feel like it's 1975 then. Something, I read the solicit for this one. I can't remember exactly what it says. I think it's like a badass cab driver who has an enchanted tire iron. Yeah, it's that one. She's got the enchanted tire iron. Sounds really cool. It's a very specific concept there, so should be interesting. From Image Comics we have, and Warren Ellis, we have Cemetery Beach number 1. I'll spare you guys all the details. I'm sure you read them. Sounds like a cool book. Got a cool cover. Check it out. From DC, we have Wonder Woman number 54. Got the B variant cover on this one. Another cool Wonder Woman cover. Those are always really awesome. The B covers on Wonder Woman I love. This is also another B variant cover. This is for Detective Comics 988. Almost to that 1,000 mark. We're getting closer and closer every day. 12 more issues. We'll see what happens. This is the Mark Brooks cover. Looks awesome. This is a book that I wasn't planning on picking up, but it was sitting there and I couldn't get my Squirrel Girl because that was not sitting there. So I got this in its place. And that's The Wrong Earth number 1 from Ahoy Comics. I'm pretty sure this is like a satire book, which, whatever. I'll give it a shot though and see what it's all about. Maybe it'll be cool. And then I also got some mail today. I pre-ordered a copy of this book when I saw it was announced. This is the not approved by the Comics Code variant cover. I believe it's the D variant cover of Unnatural #3 that shows some explicit body parts there, but this is a cool series. I was a little scared of it at first because I thought it was like a furry thing, and I'm really not into that, but it definitely is not that at all. I could see where you might think that from some of the artwork, especially the wolf man guy, but it's not. It's something completely different. Even though it goes into some things that are sort of in that realm, it's definitely not that. Either way. And then here's just a couple of back issues I picked up today. I finally got a copy of Star Wars 107, the last in that series, Volume 1 by Marvel. It's a little beat up, has some damage here from some bugs that chew or something. The cover's completely completely attached, and it doesn't hit past the staples, but still, very low grade copy. Got it for $4, I'll take it. Really low print run on those, so that's cool. And then I also picked up another copy of, Moon Knight #1. I always pick these up when I see them. I feel like, I know it's not anywhere close to Moon Knight's first appearance, but it's cool to have Moon Knight #1. I have quite a few. Like I said, I always pick them up. This one it's starting to get pricey now because for a while I was picking them up for $1 or $2. This one was $13, but still feel like okay with that, just to hang on to. One day, something awesome will happen with Moon Knight, and I'll be happy that I held on to all of those. Either way, those are my pickups. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tune in tomorrow for my picks for next week. Thank you guys so much. See you tomorrow.